Your Lunch Hour, Mr. Credit, ESPN 1700.
If you would like free advice from Mr. Credit, just call or text 619-786-7853. That's 619-786-7853.
Welcome back to the Lunch Hour with Mr. Credit. And today, it's Turnaround Tuesday on ESPN Radio 1700.
Welcome back. It is your lunch hour. I am Dan Osgood, sitting in the hot seat for Mr. Credit. And today we have a very, very special guest in studio, Kerry Kendall. He is with Senior Benefits Group. And this is a fantastic organization doing very, very wonderful things for veterans. And some interesting stats that he brought to my attention. 1 in 3 seniors in this country is a veteran or the surviving spouse of a veteran. And that is, you just mentioned, like 12 million?
That figure is approximately 12 million, not including surviving spouses or dependent children.
So that's a much, much larger number than just 12 million. And well, there it is right there. That does not include surviving spouses or dependent children. Only 3% will find out about the benefits that you're able to uncover for these people. And only 1% will be approved if applying without assistance.
That's correct.
And you are the one that does the hand-holding, helps the people gather the necessary information, and then follows through. Is this through the VA?
Yeah, this application, it goes to the Veterans Affairs. The people that are eligible for this, they have to be 65 or older or totally disabled.
Okay.
Okay. They have to have service, 90 days consecutive service, and only 1 day during wartime.
Okay.
Now, 1 day during wartime, they don't have to be in theater.
They have to be in the service.
In the service.
While there was some conflict going on.
Yes. Now, there's a caveat to that. In the Vietnam conflict, February of 1961 to August of 1964, you had to have boots on the ground.
Okay.
Because that war was undeclared at that time.
Right. And even in this day and age, they have not gone back and...
No, they're trying to do that through Congress, but I'm not sure if or when that'll ever happen.
With this group of leaders we have, nothing will ever be done. So
Yeah.
don't hold your breath, at least not in the next few years.
I'm not. Now, we target in on one specific benefit, and it's called aid and attendance.
Okay.
All right? And the VA wants the claimant, either the veteran or surviving spouse, to have the need for help with just 2 of their daily living activities.
Okay.
All right? This is not like going to Medi-Cal.
Okay.
It's completely different rules. The VA doesn't have the same set of rules, and we play by their rules. They like paperwork. There's a lot of paperwork involved in this. They put up hurdles. They don't give any guidelines on how to get around the hurdles. But we figured that out. The lady who taught me has been doing this for about 20 years, and it took her a while to figure things out. But for 19 years, she hasn't had an application denied.
Wow.
Okay. And this organization, starting October 23rd of 2013, we've already helped applications be sent into the VA over 500 veterans across the United States.
Okay.
So it's not just locally here in San Diego where you are. Now, I'm from the desert. I live in a hot box this time of year, so I'm glad to get down here in San Diego. It's beautiful. And thank you for having me here. And all of you out there that are in the service now or are veterans, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for your service. You guys served us and or serving us. And for you young ones that are there, I just want you to know that this benefit is out there for you. It's put into the United States Treasury the minute you leave the service. Uncle Sam had the foresight to set aside money on your behalf that you might need assistance in your elder years with long-term care. And a lot of folks do. It's a tough road when you get to an age where you do need help and you don't know where to go. All right? Senior Benefits Group. And by the way, all the information can be found on our website, seniorbenefitsgroup.org.
That's all spelled out. It's seniorbenefitsgroup.org.
Correct. All of the application documents can be downloaded from that site. Information about who's eligible on the site. You can contact us through the back contact sheet. You'll see it if you go onto the website. It gives us some information and a little bit of background on each case. Everybody has a different story to tell. And we'll be able to better get back with you. There is an 800 number, a toll-free number. Once you get to the website, you'll be able to get that. And you can call us, but sometimes after an appointment like this or a seminar, the phone rings off the hook.
Right.
There's a lot of folks down here, a lot of veterans in the San Diego area that are retired from the service. Mm-hmm. So we're probably going to get an onslaught of calls.
That was one of the reasons when I heard what you did, I wanted to get you on the air as soon as possible because of the benefit to our local community. It's such a military-based city, and the value you're bringing to these people that have served and really created what we all live for here in San Diego for us. This is a fantastic thing that you're doing, and I have gone to the website and looked on every page and scoured it to see the different moving parts. The contact sheet that he mentioned is very easy. You just put a name, an email address, and there's a comment section. I would reference, heard you on Mr. Credit, just so he knows where it's coming from. Maybe somehow he can give you a little priority and move you up the list so you get contacted back sooner. I don't know.
I will do that, by the way.
Yeah, great.
Now, my problem is this. Those 12 million vets that are eligible for this benefit, they don't know about it.
Right. Well, that's an amazing stat, and why you want to reach out and try to get a hold of Kerry is only 1% of the people will be approved if they're doing it themselves, and it goes back to what you mentioned, the whole bureaucratic process that is our government. In order to get something, you have to prove and reprove and prove again that is your signature that's exactly the same on all 27 documents or whatever is required. Yeah. And you have done this enough now and worked with people that they know how to navigate. And the story you keep telling me, once you submit the documents, you do it online, then you send the hard copies, and then you follow up with a phone call and regularly have people saying, oh, we don't have that file. And you say, well, yes, you do, because I sent it on this day and this way. And they put you on hold and come back and say, oh, we just happened to find that. And that is why you want to utilize Kerry services, because he is on your side. This money is for you. It's not for our government to just sit on and use however they feel fit because they have some new pet project or they want to get reelected, so they need to pad some company's pockets.
That's bad news. I don't want to put out any misinformation out there, but I think the VA, the government in general, wants to keep that Treasury money for other things.
Absolutely.
That money, by the way, that will be coming to the veterans in a form of non-taxable deposits, just like Social Security comes to your bank account. This comes from United States Treasury direct each month on the 1st to your bank account.
And I think I heard you say something there that sounds very important. You said non-taxable.
Tax-free money, folks. This is not. So you will not receive a 1099, and it will not interfere with your Social Security benefits.
And that is another huge benefit to receiving.
The amounts are different depending on situations, but the maximum a veteran can get, if he applies, if he's eligible, is $1,758 per month. Okay. For the rest of their life, tax-free. That's a pretty good deal.
That's good money.
A married veteran can receive up to $2,080 a month.
Okay, so a single one person veteran without a spouse, that's $21,000 a year.
Correct. Now, another thing that folks don't realize, if these folks, these veterans are over 65 or 65 on September 2001, they're eligible for what we call retro pay, going back 12 months. So they not only will receive the benefit on their starting date, they have the opportunity to apply for the retro pay, which would come maybe a couple, 3 months later in the form of a very large deposit in their account. A single veteran would be $21,000 deposit into your account all at once. These are tax-free monies. So
and what was the number again? if it's a married couple?
It's a married couple. It's $2,085 per month.
Which is $25,000.
Yes, and if there's two veterans that are married, they're going to receive $27.88 per month.
And that's almost $34,000. So you could get
substantial.
that as a one lump sum of $35,000 in your bank account. I'm pretty sure that's going to make a big difference in
There's
a lot of
people
lives.
out there that would help change their lives and take the stress off of worrying about the bills.
Right? Whether it's for health care, living, you've got a car that's a clunker that you're having to dump money into every month, this could immediately fix that problem.
Yeah, the monthly is supposed to go towards their health care, whether it be for an in-home caregiver, whether it be for assisted living, or to have a nurse coming in also, not just a caregiver.
What about that lump sum if they're paying you the retroactive
That lump sum
pay?
will come in if they're in an assisted living home as a ward of the state. Then the money is really, they can only keep $90 of that per month, but that means they've already applied for Medi-Cal.
Okay.
So if they're not on Medi-Cal, they're good to go, and those large sums of money, if they do get their retro pay, that's for them to spend.
Okay, so
however they
that's the amount of
desire.
money that they can just
That's
do
correct.
whatever they want. Well, when we come back, we will continue this conversation. This is fantastic information that Kerry is sharing with us. That is Kerry Kendall with Senior Benefits Group. And again, you can visit his website, and it's seniorbenefitsgroup.org.
Correct.
There's all this information is there, and it gives you a contact sheet to reach out to Kerry, and he will contact you. You are listening to Your Lunch Hour, ESPN 1700 Mr. Credit, where we guarantee to make you smarter than everyone else.
If you would like free advice from Mr. Credit, just call or text 619-786-7853. That's 619-786-7853.
Welcome back to the Lunch Hour with Mr. Credit. And today, it's Turnaround Tuesday on ESPN Radio 1700.
All right, thank you for listening. It is Your Lunch Hour. I am in studio. My name is Dan Osgood, sitting in for Mr. Credit. And in studio today, we have Kerry Kendall, very special guest, who is with Senior Benefits Group. Again, you can check out his website, seniorbenefitsgroup.org. So it's senior, which is singular, benefits, which is plural, group.org. And if for some reason you're not anywhere it's handy to write that down or remember it, you can just shoot an email to Mr. Credit, mrcredit.org, and we will put you in contact with Kerry or get you that website link. Some very, very fantastic stats here. A single veteran, based on the work Kerry's doing, a single veteran can receive up to $1,758 per month. A married veteran can receive up to $2,085 per month. Surviving spouse can receive up to $1,130, and two married veterans can receive up to $2,788. And in many cases, some wartime veterans are eligible to receive those amounts up to 12 months retro pay. And the big thing you mentioned last segment was this is tax-free. Uncle Sam is not going to say, here's some money now, give me some back. This is, you get this check, you deposit it in your account. This is your money. You don't have to pay tax on it. And it does not interfere with your Social Security as well. It doesn't impact the ability to receive the Social Security benefits you have. This is an outstanding program that's out there. As you mentioned, the government, Uncle Sam, one of the few things that they've done very well is there is money deposited into your account if you have served the day you leave that is sitting there waiting for you to claim it. And Kerry has unlocked the ways to claim it and access it, because if you try to do this on your own, only 1% of the people that try to do it on their own are successful in actually getting a benefit paid to them.
Yeah, we've had lots of people come in that found us. The information kind of gets broadcast. If one person gets a benefit like this, they'll tell everyone they know. So if just one person here in San Diego comes forward, by the way, we've helped other people in San Diego in this area, from our Palm Springs office. And once they find out that it's real, it just spreads like wildfire.
Tell everyone they
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
because most people that are retired veterans know other veterans, and they go do things together.
Yeah.
And that this is kind of a call to action. If you are a retired veteran, or if you know a retired veteran, which anyone in San Diego probably knows at least one of those people, you need to let them know about this and leave it up to them to try to contact Kerry. Or if it's someone that maybe doesn't have access to a computer, there's a lot of people over 65 that probably want to ignore that these computer things are out here. You could probably shoot a contact form to Kerry with that person's name, and he can reach out to them and say, this is what's available. Are you interested? And leave it up to that person. But this is such a great opportunity. These benefits are there in every veteran's name. It's just getting out and claiming them.
People ask me, how long does it take for this application to go through? And I don't have a good answer. But the national average is 6 months to almost 2 years.
Wow.
Okay, our average is 90 days. And my mother helped get that average higher because it took 6 months for my mother's application. Sometimes they do throw hurdles, and there's nothing I can do about it. It's just a matter of waiting for time. But on the other hand, I've had probably most of mine come in right around 30 days, award letters. Now, when they receive their award letter, of course, they call to bring it in to us because there's other paperwork that we have to do at that time. But it's stamped the day that we fax it in and FedEx it in to the VA office in St. Paul. And so we have a record of that, and they stamp that time on there, and that's your beginning date. So the bad thing is, now I had a gentleman, it took 3 months, but the good thing is they went back to his start date. And so he's married, so he received a check for $6,000.
Okay, so he got those 3 months.
He got those 3 months. My mother got her retro pay also.
Okay.
So we don't lose any of the money. We just have to wait for it. And sometimes it depends on whose desk this drops on. They're going through and they're processing 1 million apps a month at the VA's office. Not all of that is for aid and attendance. Ours is a non-service related, meaning the injury didn't occur during the war or during the service. And most of the backup at the VA is for service-related benefits, like my son.
Right.
Okay, he's been at the VA hospital for a couple of years now, post-traumatic stress disorder. One of the reasons I was happy to get involved with this because I saw how difficult it was for him
firsthand
to get any attention. The other thing is people ask, well, what does it cost for me to get this money, right? We don't charge a fee. We're going to assist you and get your benefit. And at that time, if you want to make a donation, some people can pay and some people can't pay. Then we'll help get other people into a situation like we've taken homeless vet off the street, a couple of them now, and got them into assisted living where they don't have to worry about it ever again. They get their food preparation. They've got a nice sheltered home. By the way, the homes in the Palm Springs area, these are single-family homes. So they're sharing a bedroom in maybe a 5-bedroom house. We have one of these in Victoria Falls. These are $500,000 homes. They don't have to do their laundry. They don't have to do their cooking. They don't have to worry about buying food. They can have their friends and family visit them just like it's their home. That's not what I call true assisted
seems
assisted living. It's more like I've got a home I'm sharing with some other veterans.
Right.
Yeah. So we've seen some things that are joyful. We've seen some things that aren't so joyful, but the best thing is that the people that do receive their benefit, they're very appreciative of it, and I haven't had one person who hasn't wanted to make a donation to our organization, and that's entirely up to them.
Okay.
Okay? So we don't charge a fee. We don't have any services to sell you. We don't sell insurance. My license isn't even active right now, so we don't really have anything to sell you guys. We have some help for you, if you want it.
And again, this is free money.
Yes.
That is for you. It is a benefit if you served. It is a benefit sitting there waiting for you to claim it. You just need to know how to navigate through the pile of paperwork because, like anything else government related, there are going to be forms that need to be signed and different versions of proof you would need to provide. But that's part of what you provide. You help them along the way, gather those documents. If they don't have them, you know how to request those and get copies of such documents.
We do. There's a long list of documents that are needed for this application. whether it be the application documents or documents that are needed like bank statements, birth certificates, death certificates. The only original document that's needed for this process to go through is the DD-214 or discharge papers from the veteran.
Now, would it matter honorably, dishonorably?
Yes, it has to be an honorable discharge.
Okay. So
they don't want to reward the bad boys.
Right. Okay.
Nobody does.
And again, you can find all this information we've been talking about today on the website. It is seniorbenefitsgroup.org. There is a contact form on the right side. It's a drop down. Click on Contact Us, and you can fill out the information. Kerry will reach out to you, or someone within the organization would reach out to you and help walk you through the process and explain what's involved and how to claim money that's yours, rightfully yours, that has no tax implication. And it is a benefit. It is one of the rare situations where it's a true benefit that you're entitled to as a veteran.
I'm sitting here watching Dan get all excited.
Oh, this is great. After talking to you earlier in the week and seeing how passionate you were about this, I was excited. And now talking to you again, this is outstanding. I'm very excited for this. I'm thinking of people I know that I'm going to put in touch with Kerry. So please, if you know any veterans, let them know about this. Get them out there. Have them contact Kerry, because this is, again, free money. Kerry, great show. Thank you very much. This is fantastic information. I'm very comfortable we accomplished our goal of making people smarter than everyone else with just speaking with you alone. Again, reach out to them, seniorbenefitsgroup.org. You have been listening to Your Lunch Hour, Mr. Credit, where we guarantee to make you smarter than everyone else. Enjoy the rest of your day.
If you would like to contact Mr. Credit or access any free offers mentioned on the show, just go to mrcredit.org. That's mrcredit.org.